I want to talk to you about the importance of checking a vehicle history report, but not only checking the vehicle history report alone, but making sure that you're not substituting a vehicle history report for a mechanic inspection. Some people may think, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get a Carfax or auto check report pulled, but I don't need a mechanic to check out the car because I have the history report and I'm good to go. No. It's very important that you get a history report, and then also it's very important if you're looking at a pre-owned car to make sure that you get your mechanic to take a look at it. Even if you're at the dealership and you want to buy a car, dealers have what's called WIOs, and they can actually sign on a WIO. A WIO is basically saying that they owe you floor mats, they owe you a spare key, they owe you a whatever that maybe they don't have right now and they have to order it or whatever the case may be. That's called a WIO. And normally what they can do, most dealers I'm sure would do this. Well, let me back up just a second. Some dealers would do this, is put on the WIO and just say this sale is pending mechanic inspection. And some dealers will give you 24 hours to go and get your car checked out. But it's very important to do that, especially if you don't have anybody there with you that can actually take a look at the car and check it out. It's a good thing to make sure that you get mechanic inspection. But it's also good that you get a vehicle history report. Let me give you an example of something. I had someone that I was speaking to before that they were looking at a particular vehicle at a local dealer, and this price on the car, on the vehicle, was very low. It was a very good deal. I mean, it was an excellent deal. However, the history report was pulled, and it showed, and actually I have it right here in my hand, it showed that it had 2 accidents in the past. One of the accidents, it says there was a slight damage reported, which is not really a big deal. But then the second accident, it says it was a right rear impact reported, moderate damage reported, and airbag deployed. In my opinion, I highly recommend, if an airbag has been deployed on the vehicle, I would highly recommend considering to not go in that direction and purchase that vehicle, and to not purchase that vehicle right there. So what I recommend is, you know, if you just so committed that you're so just determined that I want to get this car, I want to get this car, I don't care if it has an airbag deployment or whatever, make sure you get your mechanic to check it out, because you don't want to make a costly mistake by buying a car just because of you're so emotionally entangled on this car and it's a great price on the car and so forth, you know, and you're getting a great deal, but you know, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. So make sure you pull the history report on the vehicle. You can either pull a Carfax or an auto check report, and you can be able to get all the detailed information as far as where the car came from, how many estimated owners, and so forth. So I really recommend that you do that. In addition to that, a Carfax report or auto check report will let you know, was the car a personal vehicle, was it a lease, was it a rental car, and so forth. So you just have a better understanding of the history of that particular vehicle. In addition to that, just because a car has an accident report doesn't mean that it's a bad car. You may have an accident that says it was a minor damage, slight damage. I mean, that could be something as simple as being in your local grocery store's parking lot, and all of a sudden you open the door and you ding somebody's door, and you tell the person that you dinged the door, and you get your insurance company involved. The police may show up to file a report, whatever, or the insurance just may register that as as a reported incident. In most cases, those reports will be shown as an accident. So as you can see, that's not a major accident at all. You know, you can even have an accident that, you know, you're driving in, you know, your local, you know, shopping center, and then all of a sudden it's a tight spot. You think you can get into that parking spot. There's a little space in between, but you think, you know, you've been driving for a long time. You're like, I can handle this. And you try to scoot in there, and all of a sudden you tap the car that's right next to you, right in between, you're trying to get in between the cars. That will be considered an accident as well. And that will show up in a report. So you want to just make sure that you get more information about what type of accident was it. And then if the dealer or anybody is not able to provide that information as far as the real details of what type of accident it was, you can also have your mechanic to check it out just to see, was this a serious accident? Was it something that was very minor, slight? I just really encourage you to consider that when you're looking at a Carfax or an auto check report. For more information, please give us an email, shoot us an email, check out our website at cuautosearch.com for more helpful tips and more information about our program. But thank you so much for watching today.